Brendan Allen's career took another positive step forward on Saturday when he submitted Paul Craig in the main event of the UFC Fight Night 232 headliner in Las Vegas. Allen now on a 6-fight winning streak, including his past 4 by rear naked choke submission. His submission streak only bested in UFC history now by Royce Gracie at 6 and Damian Maia at 5, and that should show you the level in which he is performing on the ground right now. At just 27 years old, Allen really starting to come together as a increasingly finished product. He was a little raw coming into his UFC career, had a couple stumbles, but outside of that, he has been very, very, very solid, and this performance just another example of it, shutting down Craig's ground game where he is best, having no hesitation to go there and ultimately finishing the fight on the ground, which is just a huge feather in his cap now. And afterwards, Allen getting on the mic, he is calling for big things. He wants a title eliminator at 185 pounds, and he wants it at UFC 300. It's hard to argue with the confidence he has and the way he is delivering in these fights. I don't know if he is going to get it as far as the title eliminator, but he is certainly in line for another huge fight, another big name, and kind of the way I look at how things shake out right now as far as what makes sense in this weight class. Of course, in January, you have champion Sean Strickland defending against Dricus du Plessis. Alongside that, I'd like to see Khamzat Chimaev, who's also in position for a title shot or close to it, fight Jared Cannonier. You could have Robert Whittaker fight Kamaru Usman, and then have Brendan Allen fight against Paulo Costa, who I think would be the most compelling challenge for him. Maybe if you're Costa, that isn't the most exciting thing in the world, going from fighting a person like Khamzat Chimaev or being scheduled to do so down to Brendan Allen, but I think Allen has deserved that jump up. He has earned it, and I think fighting someone with Paulo Costa's tenacity, his takedown defense, his just overall ability and power would be a great style matchup, and if he gets through that, that is a real signature win for his resume. Of course, Costa has quite the following to him, and that would just put Allen, I think, on a different level. He could call for a title shot after that. He could call for, at worst, a number one contender fight, so I think he'd be firing on all cylinders there. He might want something a little bit different as far as, as a Chimaev or Cannonier, who are ranked a little bit higher, but I just think they're in a little bit of a different place right now. And as far as how the division lays out, I think all those matchups make sense. You have the looming return of Israel Adesanya. Whenever that happens, he will be right in the mix. But I think as of right now, Allen has a couple of names that are available to him that he could fight, and if he wins those, then he's really cooking at 185 pounds.